Hey everyone, welcome to Connie Reacts. I'm your host, and today we will be reacting to the first episode of My Hero Academia Season 3. That's right, we're finally at Season 3. I've seen Season 2 probably more than most anime these days. Well, Season 1 as well. But I'm currently actually watching through the series again with two different reactors. Blind Wave is currently watching through it, and so is Semblance of Sanity. So I'm watching both of them go through the series currently still, and now we're at season 3, so I'm ready to react to more My Hero Academia. Um, yeah, I don't know much about what this first episode's going to include, but I do have one spoiler. Um, I have seen an image from it. I don't know the context of it, and I don't know where it's going to lead. Probably not much of anywhere. But I've seen a picture of the girls of Class A in swimsuits. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, Now, I also have heard one other thing that this first episode is anime original. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not, but that just means that it wasn't in the manga. So this could just basically be a way to reintroduce us to the characters and the plot and everything and just get us back into the groove of things. I wish I wouldn't have known all this stuff ahead of time, but unfortunately I was unable to avoid it this time. Because that picture, for example, of the girls in the swimsuits, it's everywhere. It's everywhere on Twitter, it's everywhere on Facebook. I just was not able to avoid it, unfortunately. Again, I don't know the context behind it or anything. And the fact that it's anime original, I found out kind of on accident. I was watching a different video regarding season 2, and it was let slip, and I had no idea it was going to be in there. So, but yeah, I don't know where else this is going to go. I don't know the context of how this episode's going to go. And I don't know if we're going to be introduced to any new characters right off the bat, or reintroduced to a couple characters we met briefly in Season 2. I'm talking, of course, of the new villains, like the one blonde-haired chick, and the creepy zombie-looking dude. um, but yeah, also to note, I'm going to say this right now because I don't think I've mentioned it before, but this August, there will be a My Hero Academia movie coming out. And while I don't know anything about the movie thus far, I do know that I will be reacting to it on the channel as soon as I can after it comes out. Yeah, so that is a plan. Just want to let you all know that ahead of time. In the meantime, though, we are going to get started with this reaction. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So, yeah, this was just basically a recap episode, going over the things from last season and all. Showing a couple new things, but yeah, this is, I guess, anime original. Just some fun pool time before the next arc begins and everything. Not much of anything to say with this though, because of that. Because it was just mostly recap. The only thing to really talk about is the pool racing between all of the male students. Yeah, it was okay. Most of them weren't swimming, but alright. What am I supposed to say about this? There's nothing to talk about with this episode. Um, it was entertaining. Ida was great in it. Sue was as cute as ever. There was some motivational stuff. That's pretty much it, though. there wasn't really any big events that happened. It just, again, went over everything that's already happened. Um, and just showed some pool fun. It was basically the pure epitome of a slice of life recap episode. Like, it was it was so basic. And it wasn't bad, don't get me wrong. It wasn't like terrible, but it was so generic. It didn't do anything like especially significant or unique in comparison to other recap episodes. And it was just kind of there. I don't know, it just the only like big thing it did was it mentioned, yeah, we're going to the summer camp next. That's what we're doing. That's really it though. So there's not really anything to talk about with it. I mean, I didn't expect it to be as good of a recap as like the Ember Island players from Avatar: The Last Airbender. No, I knew it wasn't going to be anything as unique and just wowing as that. But I don't know. I expected something a little more, something like I expected the like episode to have something else, you know. But everything else that was in there, the entire pool stuff and the teachers talking and the stuff with the villains at the beginning, all of it was to service the recap. And that's pretty average. Like that's kind of what they do. They come up with this little like random slice of life story just for the sake of delivering the recap. I mean, Legend of Korra even did that, and it was one of my least favorite things about Legend of Korra, which is, I mean, I still think the show is my favorite show of all time. Legend of Korra is probably, I will be surprised if it's ever beaten as my favorite show of all time. Let's put it that way. But I admit it does have its flaws, and that's definitely one of them. The recap episode for Legend of Korra, not that good. I mean, it does definitely deliver a lot more comedy and fun than this one did, even. But still, it was the same kind of thing. It's just generic stuff, slice of life stuff, in order to service giving a recap. So yeah, I don't really have anything to say here. In fact, I've been dragging it out this long on purpose, just trying to give some kind of time to the afterthought / outro part here of the redirect. But there's really nothing else to say. I mean, the swimsuits that we saw, that I had seen the picture of before, that was just a fantasy, I guess, of Mineta and Kaminari, but seriously, those swimsuits were adorable, especially Sue's. I kind of wish those were the actual swimsuits. In fact, no, I do wish they were. The school swimsuits are fine, but those were just too adorable. Yeah, I've got nothing. I've got nothing. So tell me in the comments below what you thought of this recap episode. I guess tell me whatever you think. If there is anything you really have to say. And if there is, that's fine, and I'd love to hear it. Believe me, but I don't know what it could be at this point. Tell me your thoughts, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Connie Royal, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live for yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through many obstacles,